What up, guys? So looks like, all right. Loving it. All right. So looks like, all right. Put this down here. All right, guys, I'm gonna tell y'all some of my tournament days. Tell y'all some of my tournament days and stuff. And like I said, if any of y'all got questions, y'all could definitely cut on in and everything, and it should be pretty cool actually. So if y'all up for it, y'all could cut in at any time. The crazy part, guys, I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna find a cover for this. Oh, I forgot. It's so old. Yeah, guys, this is all my. It pretty much look like this, guys. The old school squirrel books, but now they got hardcovers and all that other fancy stuff. So, but yeah, but I wanted to share with y'all and show y'all exactly my thoughts and like what I was thinking. So I definitely wanted to point that out here. All right. So I want to show y'all one that it's a game I really like. And I actually found this, guys. I actually found my games and stuff. Now, normally I have like all my, my chess books and things like that. But a lot of times I'll take notes and I'll lose it and things like that. It's just crazy. So, but this one I'm gonna actually, show y'all, exactly, some of my games and stuff. Trying to find it here though. If I could find it. I just literally had it on here. Sorry for the wait, guys. I literally just had what I was looking. Okay, here it is. So this game right here, guys, this is literally the game where I actually I won a championship. This was like the Philadelphia or Greater Philadelphia Philadelphia Greater Philadelphia championship. So, and one of the guys that I played, he was very, very strong, a very strong player. He was straight out of middle school at the time. This is like during my actually middle school days, guys, literally my middle school days. And this guy named Alan Deckelbaum, I don't even know if he even plays chess anymore, or he probably do, but I don't see him around, or I mean, I haven't seen him since, those days or whatever. But all I know is he was somebody in middle school, and he actually went into the high school open. So remind you guys, at that time we had elementary school, playing in their sections, and you had middle school, and then you have your high school. In the middle school, you pretty much played in your section. but he decided he wanted to play in the high school section. And the crazy part about that is, guys, he played in the high school section, you know, even though he was like middle school. He went in the high school section and won like all the games. Like he beat everybody, which was like pretty amazing. Like he took first place and it was easy, you know. So the crazy part is, you know, I went into the this was probably like, I don't know if this was the year after or a few months after. We got into the, I think this was the year after. And believe it or not, guys, this was back in 2001. This was 2001. This is when I first played in the Philadelphia Scholastic Tournament and I actually won. So I'm gonna actually show y'all on here how this plays out. Uh, and at the time, I was a 1407 at the time, and he was a 1681. Um, yeah, so he was at the time he was pretty strong. But I played as white, he played as black. So I played E4, he played C5, and then I played D4. He played C captures D4, and then I played D3. So at the time, guys, yes, guys, I played the Smith Morgan, but I don't really show it online or whatever, things like that. But I do play the Smith Morgan Gambit. I do it, you know. So I might actually play some, you know, in or online, and guys. So I'll probably show y'all some of that. But I did do it though. But yeah, so I go C3, he goes D capture C3, and I go knight capture C3. Obviously, guys, I don't think I played the same way as like I do now. Obviously, I play way better. I'm more tactically aware, but you can get an idea how I was. And again, guys, like I'm 34 and I was like, I don't know if I was like 15, 16. I don't even remember how old I was, but I was young. But knight capture c3, he played knight c6, and then I played bishop c4. That's what I played, and he played d6, and then I played knight f3, and he goes a6. Now, normally when they go a6, they want to go to the b5 square, and that's usually where they want to go, right? So with a6, normally, guys, when I play it, I usually would play a4, you know, but I play queen e2. He played knight f6, and after knight f6, I played h3, and I played h3 because I didn't want him to pin me on g4. So this is the reason why I played h3. So remind you guys, I mean, this is a real life, you know, tournament game. You know, this is like, you know, crazy, right? So, but I play h3. He played e6, and I actually castled kingside. And the whole point of me castling kingside is I wanted to go rook d1. So everything that I'm playing is book. Everything I'm playing is book so far. But I castle, he goes bishop e7, and then I go rook fd1. I'm good. Now I'm getting a d file. And then also, guys, I'm threatening like pawn e5, which is what I'm threatening. So after rook fd1, he plays bishop d7. And let's see what the engine actually says. Because again, guys, this was back in 2001. 2001. So bishop f4, and obviously I know this now, guys. Like, you know, I know this now. Bishop f4. I know that's the correct move to play. But I didn't play that, guys. I played bishop e3. Um, so, and this is what I'm talking about. At the time, I used to like try to take people out their book or whatever. Because usually it's usually bishop f4, then e5, and then I go back to bishop b3. But and yes, the engine does say bishop f4, and sometimes some may go bishop g3, but I don't like that line. But I just did bishop b3 at the time. B5, I go bishop b3, and then after bishop b3, he castles kingside, and then I go rook a c1, which is where I go. He goes rook a c8, and then I go bishop c2. And it's crazy though, guys, because normally, like, this is again, guys, this is like back then stuff, you know. Yeah, so the entity even saying like bishop g5 or maybe a3, you know. And like I said, guys, you know, at the time I didn't have an engine with me to show me like different things. I didn't have none of that, you know. So I was kind of like playing my own game at the time. So that's pretty much what I was doing. But the move that I actually played is Bishop C2. Bishop C2, he plays H6, and then I go F4. Cause now I'm thinking about wanting to go E5 and then, you know, just open up D file. So and that's why I did it. Of course he goes E5, and then I go back to Bishop E3, and then he goes Bishop E6. The crazy part of what I did, guys, in this position, I want to see what if the engine don't even say it or whatever, but yeah, A4 or knight D5. I was prone more towards the knight D5 thing. I think knight D5 was definitely the better move, but in this case, I didn't go knight D5. Um, again, guys, I was a 1407 at the time, but there was always, you know, some madness behind the things that I play. But I played Bishop C5. That's literally what I played. I played Bishop C5. He goes Queen C7, and the crazy part, guys. Again, this is going to sound crazy. It's going to look crazy as heck to y'all. I'm gonna see what yeah. So look at this. Even the engine is saying Bishop E3. The bishop is saying Bishop E3. Guys, I didn't even do that, guys. I did knight D5. I played knight D5. He goes Bishop captures D5. I go E captures D5, and the crazy part about this, because I would have lost a piece though, which not really lost a piece, but he would have gained a piece back. But I think after, I guess I was thinking like if he goes queen captures C6, I do have knight captures E5, but he does have E4, which is a good move, in which black has the advantage in his position. So obviously, guys, I went and played these type of moves. Like this is just crazy. I can't believe I played some of this stuff. But yeah, so what happened with this? All right, let's go back here. All right, so after Queen C7, yeah, so I go knight D5, and he goes bishop captures. I go E captures D5, and then and I think he was so scared about this E5 pawn being, because at the time, guys, I'm gonna tell you this. At the time, you know, that's what everybody was playing. Everybody was playing the Sicilian and things like that. And I was winning a lot of games because I was literally doing moves that was getting them out their book. And I would play. I would play a lot of risk and everything. The way that I play. Um, I wasn't afraid to sacrifice, or I wasn't afraid to do odd moves and everything. And obviously, like these type of moves that I played was definitely incorrect. But you know, I guess it was a psychological factor with them. So you know, I kind of, you know, get them out their book and stuff. So, but knight b8 is actually what he played, and then I played bishop b3, and then he plays queen b7. So after queen b7, I go knight h4. I didn't care if he goes knight captures d5 because I had knight f5 coming. Um, but yeah, after knight h4, he goes knight captures d5. I go knight f5. He goes knight captures e3. And then I go F captures E3, and I go F captures E3 because I wanted the F file, which is what I wanted. I wanted the F file, which is why I did that. F captures E3, Rook F D8, and then what else? Oh yeah, so I go Queen G4. So I think with this, I had a real big advantage in his position due to the fact that he gave me the F file, and now I have a good attack going, especially with the bishop here and all that. So yeah, so he goes. Yeah, it's crazy though because I guess he didn't want to go bishop f6 because I still get knight captures f6, but I think this probably would have been a better move to do than to go g6. Um, oh, Oh no, he couldn't do that because the rook captures d6. Well, I mean, like I said, this is, and I mean, I get it. Rook captures d6, and if the rook captures, knight captures d6, working the rook and the queen. But yes, but in this position, you know, I didn't. Um, well, number one, he didn't even play bishop f6. So, but even bishop g5, you still get hit with h4 coming. So that's what the end is saying. But obviously, white has a big advantage, has a plus 3.2. So yeah, white definitely has advantage in this now. Before black had the advantage, but now it's like all towards white. So queen g4, g7, or let me delete this one. So g6 is played, and then knight captures h6 check. He goes king g7. Oh yeah, and then I hit him with the move knight captures f7, which is a nice sack, you know. So just this thing about it, and this was the whole point of me even doing this, guys. So look at this. So this was the whole point of sacking a pawn on d5. Because I played knight f5. Again, it must have been a psychological thing. He probably thought that I was going to use this dark square bishop to maybe sack or something, but that wasn't the case. But as soon as he took, I took with the f pawn because I needed this queen to stay on this light square so I could threat queen g4 moves. Then after he goes rook f d8, that queen g4, I think this was a monster, which is why I had, you know, an advantage in this one where Stockfish gives me a plus 3.2. Yeah, so after that, g6, knight captures h6 check, king g7, then that knight captures f7. Again, I'm already threatening queen captures g6. Yeah, as you can see, the best move for him is to go rook captures c2, as you can see here. But even with that being said, I could still go knight captures d8. Now I'm threatening the queen now. And the crazy part, I have so much of a great attack that is even giving his queen away. Knight captures b7, then rook captures, and then the queen captures. But white will have the advantage. Uh, so yeah, so even after rook captures, knight captures, yeah, so even if he did something like queen c7, this is a trap, knight e6, and I take the queen. Um, yeah, even if he did something like this, I still take. So there's really nothing that white could do in this position at all, which is actually pretty crazy. But that knight captures f7 is like ruthless, man. I love this move. So yeah, he doesn't go rook captures c2, obviously. After knight captures f7, he goes king captures f7, and then I go queen captures g6 check. He goes king f8, and I go rook f1, and bishop f6, and then I go rook captures f6 check. He goes king e7, and then queen f7 is checkmate. A very, very nasty move or whatever. And he was the one that he was the favorite. You know, he was supposed to win, but I wound up beating him. So it was pretty crazy, guys. And I think he was I believe he was I want to say the third person I played in the third round. Then the fourth person I played against Dimitri Goldenberg, but it was just a draw. But that draw led me to win, you know, the whole thing, which is actually pretty awesome. And then, guys, so I won first place in that one. All right. So then I wound up playing against which was this one? This was oh yeah, I did play him in a I forgot that I played him in that. That's crazy. All right, guys. So in this one, this was a quick game. This was a quick game, guys. I played e4, c5. Remind you, this guy when I first started out, when I played him for the first time, I played as black. He beat me with the Evans Gambit, which was crazy, guys. He beat me with the Evans Gambit, and I was like pissed. Like I had a bad day, guys. Like he just got me. But this time, guys, every time I kept playing him, I kept beating him. And throughout the whole tournament, he only had one win on me. Other than that, every time I played him, I beat him quick. It was always 14 moves, 15 moves. It never reached 20 moves, guys. Never reached 20 moves. And he was like a higher rated player than me. But this was quick, guys. This was a 14 move. E4, C4, or E4, C5, D4. As y'all can see, guys, in this tournament, um, I played a lot of gambits, guys. Again, the Smith-Morrow gambit again. He takes, I go C3, he takes, and I'm sorry, no, I take that back. He doesn't do that. He goes, I'm trying to move this out the way. I had to delete this because it kept doing some other things here. All right, so E4, C5, D4. Yeah, so D4. I don't think he actually even took. So E4, C5, D4. Yeah, so he does takes. And then C3, D captures, knight captures C3, and then he plays knight C6. So then that's when I play bishop C4, and then he goes E6, and then I go knight F3. Uh, which as obviously when you really play the Smith-Morrow, it's usually queen E2. But he actually plays, or I actually played knight F3 instead of queen E2. But after knight F3, he plays D6, and then that's when I played queen E2. Knight F6 is actually played in here, and then I castle kingside, and then he goes bishop E7, and then I go rook FD1, and then that's when he castles kingside, and then I go E5, which was a monster move. E5, he goes knight E8, and then I go E captures D6. He goes knight captures D6, and then I hit him with bishop F4. Now I'm pinning the knight on D6, and then he goes knight A5, hitting my light square bishop, and then where he goes after knight A5. Yeah, so I go bishop captures D6. After bishop captures D6, he goes knight captures C4, and then I go bishop captures E7. He takes, and then I go queen captures C4, and then my opponent resigned in his position because, as you can see, he pretty much dropped the piece. Pretty much, it was really nothing that he could really do. But yeah, so after bishop F4 and knight A5, bishop captures D6, which is what I did. Uh, if he would have took on bishop captures D6 instead of this bishop, I still would have hit him with knight E4. So it didn't even matter what he did. Maybe he would have had some chances if he would have maybe played bishop captures H2. I would have took, but again, he's still getting hit with the rook on D1. And he literally resigned in this position, which was pretty crazy, guys. Very, very crazy. All right. So yeah, so technically I played him, and then Dimitri Goldenberg, I played him, and we drew the game, and then I wound up winning the whole thing, which was actually pretty crazy, guys. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to share some of that with y'all. You know, kind of like it's funny because I'm just going back to my days, guys, when I played in tournaments, man. I have fun though. I definitely have fun. Have some really good games. What's the other stuff though? I wanted the hard ones, or the ones that I used to look at where it was like real difficult. I think this is the one where I had a lot of harder games. Yeah, this is the one where I had a lot of harder games. Uh, yeah, I played against a 2000. I think I won that one. Yeah, guys, I'm going through these games, man. I had some interesting games here. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna look at this one. This was a really strong tournament here. The U.S. Amateur Team Tournament, a really, really great tournament. played against an expert. Remind you guys, I was a 1480 at the time, and he was a 2179. I play E4, he played E6, I play D4. Obviously, guys, if I play in if I ever, or go back to the tournament, I'm gonna play the Wayne Gambit. That's pretty much what I'm gonna play. But yeah, E4, E6, D4. He plays D5, and then E5 is what I play, and then he plays C5. I play C3. He plays knight C6, and I go knight F3, and then queen B6. After queen B6, bishop D3. All right, so and the whole thing is I'm about to show you exactly what I'm talking about, though. But obviously, y'all already know the trick after bishop D3. If they take, I take, and then if knight captures, that would be a blunder because I could take his knight. I'll win a piece. Now, if he decides to go queen captures D4, I have bishop B5, check, and I'm winning the queen. So this is like the oldest trick in the book. Everybody knows that, right? Or maybe a lot of y'all don't know about that, but I'm showing y'all now. So that's the oldest trick in the book. All right. So I'm going to show you that. Now, let me delete this one out. All right. So now, so what my opponent did is he actually went, or instead of taking a pawn, he goes bishop D7. So that's the move that he played. So then I castle kingside. He goes C captures D4. I go C captures D4. And then my opponent plays knight B4. And this is like a typical move. I don't know if he thought that I just didn't know too much things. But there is a line like this, guys, where they play knight B4, but you don't see this very often. And now that I look back at this, I just really feel as though that he probably thought I was some type of amateur for some reason. I don't know. But the whole point of this, guys, is if he actually takes knight captures D4, because there's some people that do play it, I could still play knight captures D4. If they play queen captures D4, I have knight C3. So yeah, it's like you give up the pawn and everything, but the whole point is if he goes queen captures E5, I have rook E1. The thing is, I have the E file, so now the rook is in front of the king right now. So if he did moves like queen F6, then I had to move knight captures D5, where the pawn cannot take due to the rook on the E file. The rook is pinning the pawn on E6, and also I'm hitting the queen on F6 as well, as you can see that. And then, of course, if he goes back to queen D8, I just developed the move with bishop F4, where I'm hitting knight C7 check, winning the queen. So he really doesn't have time to try to develop any other piece because this threat becomes very real. The only thing he can really do is probably rook c8, but then I'll just hit him with rook c1. And again, I still go with my threat with knight c7 check, which is again, guys, very very deadly. I don't see what the engine says. So look at this. So now in a book, from what I was looking at, an article, it was always rook c1. But now, of course, we have engines now, and now that I put Stockfish on, now he's saying stuff like queen h5, which is very interesting. So if something like g6, you run into e5 moves. If e5, queen e4. Yeah, so it leaves a lot of weaknesses and stuff. So and as you can see, Stockfish is giving away a plus 2.2. So yeah, that's stuff to look at. So yeah, guys, this is something that I used to look at a lot and everything. There's a lot of setups in this type of variation, which is why at the time I love to play it. But anyways, after bishop d3, my opponent takes and he goes on knight b4, and I go bishop e2. All right. Bishop e2, he goes knight e7, and then I go a3, just kicking a knight back. And he just goes knight c6, I go knight c3, and he goes knight f5. And the move that I played, guys, is I played bishop e3. Now, I wasn't worried about queen captures b2 at all, which is like the crazy part, guys. I really thought he was going to take the pawn, but I think if he would have took the pawn, I wonder if he would have been okay with No, I don't think he would have been okay with. Yep, he wouldn't have been okay with that. I would have tracked his own queen. With just one. Look, guys, I was a 1480 at the time. You gotta think I was a 1480 at the time, and I still had a lot of tactics in my mind and stuff. But yeah, if he would have took this pawn, I would have tracked his queen, which is what I had in mind. And as you can see, he has to save it by going bishop b4. But even with that, I could just go king f1. If he takes, f captures e3, and then of course, as you can see, the engine is just giving up his queen away. So then I'll just win his queen. So yeah. So yeah, guys, this is me at a 1480 at the time, long time ago, guys. 14. I was a rated 1480, and I was playing this strong, guys. I had tactics, like I was, I was ready for. I was sacking pawns and stuff, but he didn't take the pawn. So obviously he has some type of knowledge. I mean, obviously he an expert, you know. But I played bishop e3, and the whole point of bishop e3 was to not only defend the d4 pawn, but also, guys, I wanted to open the f file. If he would have taken my dark square bishop, I'll take back with the f pawn, open up the f file, which is what I wanted. So after bishop e3, so he doesn't take it right away. He just goes bishop e7. And then that's when I go b4, which I really didn't have to do b4 because I still had the same threat of tracking his queen, but I figured he wasn't going to do it anyway. So I was like, because in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I must be playing hope chess. So I don't want to play hope chess. Let's just really, let's just do the moves right away. Let's just play it, right? So, and that's pretty much what I did, guys. I just played b4. And then he goes a6 to prevent me from going pawn to b5. So then that's when I switched up with bishop d3. The whole point of bishop d3 is to take off this knight and then go knight captures d5. Because obviously, guys, if I go bishop captures f5, the e captures will take, and then knight captures d5, which is what my plan was. So after bishop d3, he goes knight captures e3, and then I go f captures e3. And then that's when he pushes the pawn on f5. And which I was happy with that because obviously I didn't want to go en passant or whatever. I didn't want that because then he just gave his captures f6, and then also I'll give him the f file as well. I didn't want that. So by him going f5, I go knight a4 because I see a nice square on c5, which is what I played. He goes queen c7, and then I go rook a c1, gaining the c file. This is what I'm always talking about, guys, the c files. So, and guys, this is at the time when before this tournament, I was going hard with the My System book. So if you haven't read the My System book, you need to go check that out because it's going to give you a lot of principles and show you exactly what to do in open files and having a good piece on a right post and everything. So it's definitely going to show you a lot of that. All right. Hold on, guys. I'm over trying to. Hey, thank y'all for watching and stuff. All right. So yeah, so after rook a c1, he goes b5, and I just think he just made it worse for himself because then I just go knight c5. So after knight c5, he goes bishop captures c5, and then I go rook captures c5. Which is what I played. I think he's in a bad position now. I just think it's horrible for him. So he castles kingside, and then I go queen c2. So now, as you see, guys, I'm doubling up my file. Like I'm doubling up everything on a C file. So I definitely has the advantage. And as you can see, white definitely has the advantage. And guys, look at this is how I'm killing a 2100, actually a 2179. You know what I mean? And I was at that time a 1480 at the time, guys, which was pretty crazy. So queen c2. Let's see, queen c2. Oh, because this thing is still going towards the. Yeah, he canceled, but somewhere along the way he went bishop d7. So somewhere along the way I skipped a move. So yeah, guys. So somewhere along the way, it looks like after rook captures c5, he must have went bishop d7. I castle kingside. He castles kingside, and then I go queen c2, and then he goes rook fc8. And then after he does that, I go rook fc1. And then he goes queen d8, and I go queen f2. He goes queen e7, and then I go queen d3. He goes knight d8, and then I go back to queen e1. But then he goes bishop c6 though, which is the crazy part. He goes bishop c6. Instead of going knight d2 and going knight b3, which is what I should have played, but I wound up going queen e2. You're probably wondering, like, why did I go queen e2? Because I did, in my mind, I saw some other threats where if I could get him to try to double on a rook or whatever, I can use that rook as an advantage. So I kind of played this as a waiting move, like just waiting for him to make a mistake in a way, just being patient, which is something that I'm really good at doing, is being patient at times. This would have been an awesome move, the g4 move. Um, this gets me every time, guys, because with this whole g4 move, if he would have took, I had knight g5 coming. And then I'm attacking the queen or attacking the pawn on g4. This would have been a crazy attack. But I didn't see at the time I wasn't that much of a beast in tactics like that. I mean, I did do tactics, but I'm not what I am today, so which is a little bit different. But anyway, queen d7. I wound up just going knight g5 here. And where does this guy go? This guy goes rook a7. Yeah, so you see, I still had the g4 moves, and I just never played it. So rook a7. I go queen h5, and the whole point of me going queen h5 is just to create weaknesses in his king, which is what I wanted to do. But yeah, my opponent actually played g6, and he played g6 to cover, the h7 pawn, because he's defending the pawn with the queen and the rook here, the queen and the rook, which is something that he wanted to do. So after g6, I go queen h6. And where does he goes at? He goes rook c7. The thing is, it doesn't tell me if he goes this rook c7 or this rook c7. That's the part that I don't know. But I would think that he probably played this rook c7, I would think. Yeah, he does. So I play a4 here. And the whole point of me playing a4 is if he takes, then I have bishop captures a6. That was like my whole plan here. And then I could go b5 to maybe try to hit this piece here. So yeah, if he comes here, then I have b5, and that's what my threat was. That was some stuff that I was thinking about. But after a4, he goes rook b8, and then I go a captures b5, a captures b5, and then I just start going h4. He goes rook b6, I go h5. He goes queen e8. And what's the crazy part is I never understood. Oh, this is the reason why he can't go queen d7, because of this move. And if he takes, ace captures, king captures, because I do have the knight f4. Then I am threatening bishop captures b5 as well, which is another thing that I'm threatening. But this, again, this would have gave me a big advantage. So it didn't happen that way. So after h5, he goes queen e8. So I go bishop captures. Look like I go bishop captures b5. He goes g captures h5, and then I go bishop captures c6. In which I'm already so what does he does? He goes rook b captures c6. Rook captures c6. He goes rook captures c6, and I hit him with queen captures h7 check. king f8, queen h8 check. He goes king e7. I go queen g7 check. Obviously, you can't go knight f7 due to rook captures c6. And then if the queen takes, then I'll go queen captures f7. So queen g7, he goes knight f7. And then after this rook captures c6, that's when my opponent resigned in his position. And this was a 2179. I actually would have won the upset prize, but I didn't win the upset prize because some lower rated player beat a Grandmaster, which was pretty crazy. Yeah, that was pretty crazy though. So I would have been the one that would have won the upset prize, guys. I would have won that one, but somebody that was lower beat the higher rated player because they did something back in the day where they probably still do it now, but in the US amateur team tournament, there was a lot of prizes going on. So if you were the one that were a lower rated player and you beat a high rated player, then you will submit your games for a prize. And whoever had the best game, as far as low rated players being a high rated player, then you will get that prize. And that prize was always money, guys, obviously. So it was always some type of prize money for something. That's usually what they always did. And I was one of them. I was in that list, going for the prize, but I lost or pretty much lost to somebody who had a better game. Not really a better game because everybody loved my game because they like, man, this 1480 be the expert. So yeah, guys, this was pretty crazy, and this was a strong tournament. And for me to beat this person, and I mean, he gave me props. He was like, man, this dude is strong, So, but yeah, but that's how I play in tournament because I get people out there book. But me going to tournament now, guys, man, it's like a whole different element, guys. It's a whole different element. Crazy. Yo, man, I'm up for questions. Like, if y'all got any questions, man, y'all could definitely comment below. Like if it's something that y'all want to see, a game that y'all want to see, y'all can definitely do that as well. I'm over here in the I put the learn more thing, ain't the way to go. But yeah, guys, I don't know if y'all see my comment or me telling y'all what's up, everyone. But if y'all want to do a comment, or if it's something that y'all want me to show y'all, I can definitely do that as well, since I do have the board up on here. So if anything that y'all want to see, I can do that as well. Okay, I think I'm gonna show y'all one more. If y'all don't have any questions, I'm gonna show y'all one more though. That was actually pretty interesting. Going through my list here. I have a whole bunch of stuff here, which is pretty crazy. I am kind of mad that I don't have the games where I won first place at the Invitational Champion, because that was a real strong tournament, and I won first place in that one. And man, I was sacking like crazy in that tournament, and I'm mad. I don't even know where that book is at, guys. I don't even know where that book is at. But I was sacking like crazy in that game. Huh. This is interesting. This is a pretty interesting game. I don't even remember this game at all. I really do not remember this game, but we're gonna actually check it out. All right, guys. So this was the South Jersey Open. I played in the South Jersey Open. This guy played C5. I played knight f3, D6. See, this is what I'm saying. Back then, guys, like everybody played the Sicilian. Everybody played the Sicilian. Yo, guys, I literally do not remember this game at all. Every game that I played, I always played games and stuff. So this got to be the first time I played into the actual Sicilian itself. I don't even remember this game. But knight catches d4, knight f6, knight c3, a6, and then I go bishop g5. He goes e6, I go f4. What's my favorite opening with white? It depends though. So like if you're gonna play the Caracan on me, I love the fantasy. If you're gonna play the Sicilian on me, I like the wing gambit. If you play the French, I'm gonna play the French wing gambit on you. If you play like if I play e4 and you play d5, I'm gonna just play d3. And that's like a whole nother story because that's my secret weapon opening for white. So it's a lot of things we don't know about. I am going to show you this game, but I'm going to actually show y'all something that y'all probably never ever seen before. But I'm going to show you this game first. And after that, I'll let y'all in on a little secret about this type of opening. All right. So after f4, my opponent played bishop e7. I played queen f3. And then he castles king side. I castle queen side. I'm already loving my position in this position. I'm already loving it. He goes queen c7, and then I go g4 automatically. He goes b5. I go bishop captures f6. He takes this, and then I go g5. He goes bishop b7. I go bishop d3. He goes b4, and I go knight c to e2. All right, so after knight c to e2, he goes bishop e7. And I go, where do I go? I go queen h5. Huh. Queen h5. I think the right move is usually h4. Yeah, and I kind of figured. See, that's what I'm saying, guys. Like back then, I was like, I did a lot of crazy moves though, but I would get people every single time. It never was really booked, but that's what I would have played. Even rook g1 is off. These are moves that I would have played, h4 or rook g1. But again, at the time, I wasn't very accurate with the stuff that I did. But at the same time, a lot of moves that I played, it caught people off guard, and it kind of helped me out either way because they still wanted to let me get these moves in anyway. But queen h5, g6, and which this is why I didn't really care because they just let me, get this. So I go queen h6, he goes rook e8, and I go rook hg1. Obviously, guys, you don't want to go h4 due to bishop f8 where he'll trap your queen. So that's not what you want. So that's the reason why I go rook h to g1 in this position. So rook hg1, he goes bishop f8, of course, and then I go queen h4. He goes knight c6, knight captures c6, bishop captures c6, and then f5. This is like crazy, guys. This is some crazy stuff. So f5, e captures e5. I go e captures e5, and then he hits me with bishop f3, which I don't know. Maybe I was just lucky, guys. Maybe this was. I don't know what this was, but yes, guys, he is threatening bishop captures e2, but this move is an automatic blunder, like literally an automatic blunder. Which is why I just go f captures g6, which is what I go at, and then where he go after that? So f capture g6, f capture g6, and I go knight f4. I literally sack. I literally sack my rook on d1, which is what I did. The crazy part is, yeah. So the crazy part about this is even the engine saying that he shouldn't take. So what was I thinking in this game? So if bishop captures d1. Oh, that's why. That's why I was trying to sack the rook because of knight d5. Knight d5, queen g7, knight f6 check, king h8. I still go knight captures e8. He take, and then rook captures d1. Yeah. So guys, I had some tactics from at this time I was at 1697 at this time. So obviously I was, man, my rating was going up at the time, guy. It just kept going up. It never was going down. It was always going up. But yeah, so knight f4. My opponent actually played bishop g7, and then I go rook d f1, hitting the light square bishop. He goes queen c5. He goes queen c5. So what was I thinking? So I must have had a trick, guys. I literally sacked. I actually sacked his rook. I go rook captures f3. He goes queen captures g1. I go king d2. God, I was freaking crazy. Yo, I played so crazy in this game, guys. I played so crazy. This is nuts. Like, this is some nuts move, man. Some nuts move. And the crazy part is, and I know why I did it, guys. I know exactly why I did it. I was threatening bishop c4. Like, for instance, guys, if a5, bishop c4 check, and if he goes king h8, this is knight captures g6 checkmate. So that's the type of moves that I was threatening, which is very, very nasty. But yeah, I literally I can't believe it. I sacked my rook. I took a lot of risks, guys. I love living on the edge. I took a lot of risks. King d2. My opponent played bishop captures b2, and then after bishop c4 check, he goes king g7, and then queen h6 check. Yeah, literally, guys, he just gives me the move, and then after king h8, obviously, guys, he resigned on queen h6 check, but he did it because of after king h8, knight capture g6 is checkmate. So I don't know. This guy had like tunnel vision. I don't know what it was, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. Even with d5, bishop captures. Yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah, even if he would have went there, it wouldn't even matter because, yeah, this just automatically loses. Queen h6. That's checkmate. So yeah, that's checkmate right there. Ain't nothing he can really do in this position. Yeah, ain't nothing he can do in this position. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to see if I can sorry about that, guys. I'm over here. I know myself keep going on and stuff, but guys, I was looking for, I don't think I have it on here. Yeah, I don't think I have, yeah, I don't think I have none of this stuff on here. So I can't see it on here. Yeah, guys, I'm actually going to get a new I'm getting a monitor so I can see y'all comments. You said okay now. Okay, I see the comments on here now. It says why I play bad in real chess, but I play online very good. Yeah. So the thing about that, I'm gonna explain that to you. So the thing about playing online versus tournament, you gotta think it's a psychological thing when it comes to on the board chess. So on the board chess, you know, obviously when you play in a tournament, there's prize money involved, and you know, you're motivated for that prize money instead of just going in a tournament, just having fun and just playing a game. And I know a lot of people just say, hey, just go out to the tournament and just have fun. To most people, it's easier said than done because the fact that, you know, there's money involved. You really do want to win a tournament. You really do want to do really good in a tournament. And also, you definitely want your rating to go up as well when you're doing it at the same time. So that's what a lot of people have in their mind, and because of that, they get a lot of jitters, they get nervous. You know, they have a lot of things going in their head. They'll try to go over lines in the head. A lot of times people will just, before they start the round, maybe look at their books and everything just to make sure they got the lines all in order instead of just relaxing and just going out there having a good time. And don't get me wrong, guys. Don't get me wrong. I would be lying to you if I said that I wasn't nervous in a tournament. I do. There are times that I got nervous in tournaments every single time because who wants to do bad in a tournament? Who wants to like keep on losing in a tournament? Nobody wants to keep on losing in a tournament. I think that's just everybody. Everybody don't want to just lose in a tournament, you know. But it is what it is. What's the piece that can only move diagonally? Helen Keller, that is actually the light square bishop and the dark square bishop is the only one that can move diagonal. So let me show you. So like this bishop right here, the light square bishop, this can move diagonally everywhere on its color, as you can see, anywhere on its color. Notice that the bishop is not jumping or like skipping over squares. It's like a river. It's like kind of like follow the yellow brick road pretty much. He just goes anywhere on its color. Simple as that. The same thing with this dark square bishop. If this pawn is out the way, like right here, if this pawn is out the way, then this bishop could go anywhere on its color. Just like that. It doesn't skip. It doesn't skip over like that, just anywhere on its color. That makes sense to you, Helen Keller? That makes sense. Hope y'all watching. All right. So yeah. Sorry, guys, I gotta keep doing this way because this is the only way I can see your comment. I just need another monitor. I see why a lot of streamers have, more than one monitors and stuff. So I can see why, but I will be ordering that actually today. I will be ordering it today. So I may get that in like a day or two. But yeah, guys. So so for all y'all that's like y'all feels like y'all just really good at online game, you will feel comfortable online because you're not motivated to play for anything. Yes, you're motivated to beat your opponent and have a good game, but when it comes to tournaments, there's prize money involved. So when there's prize money involved and there's like many people in a building, everybody wants to win. Everybody has this intense mindset. So of course it makes you nervous. And then a lot of times when you're around so many people, you could kind of feed off the energy as well, which is also another thing where you could second guess yourself, which a lot of people in tournaments, they second guess themselves. And you got to think in tournament, it's a longer time control. So a lot of times you're playing an hour for a whole hour. Your time control may be an hour and 30 minutes, but then it's only an hour and 30 minutes if you get past in some tournaments, if you get past the 40th move, then you get an extra hour. Or I think if you pass the 40th move or you pass the 30th move. I know the tournament I was in, if you pass the 40th move, you get an extra hour. If you pass the 30th move, you get an extra hour. So yeah, it makes the game a lot more intense and everything. And when it gets intense like that, it's like anything goes, guys. And which is why I say for a tournament, you need to make sure you get a lot of rest. If you drink beer or a lot of alcohol, I don't advise you to do neither of that at all. For real, guys. Yeah, I don't advise y'all to do that at all. Drink before, the tournament, things like that. It definitely will throw you off. You said what's the difference between the perk and the black line? Did I see that right? You said the black line. What's the difference between perk defense and black line? So, all right, let me show you what's the difference. All right, I'm gonna flip this board over. All right. So normally, like if you're playing the black line, usually like E4, D6, right? And I'm sorry, D4. Knight B to D7. So it almost come off as like a perk or whatever, things like that. knight c3, e5. Now, this is the reason why this is going to be different. So right now, this could be like almost a perk, right? But it's not though. So a lot of times people play knight f3, will play c6. It's almost similar, but the difference with this is that with the Black Lion, we play a6 and g5. So to show you a little bit what I'm talking about, bishop e2, queen c7, black castles kingside, I go a6, let's say bishop e3, bishop e7, queen d2, knight f6, d captures, then h3. And the reason why this is not a per, this is the Black Lion. Technically, like this is considered the fill door defense type of opening, but we call it the Black Lion. The reason why the Black Lion, because this G5 move. Which is the reason why this is not a perk. I beat a lot of title players with this type of move. Yeah, so with the perk, you don't get these type of setups with a6 and g5, and then knight f8 and g6. Knight f8 and g6, where the knight goes to f4. This is not a perk opening. This is literally a whole Black Lion. This is a whole different ball game. Whereas with the perk, you get your d6, d4, g6. I don't know, maybe knight f3, bishop g7. I don't know how y'all would play, like maybe knight c3. I see a lot of c5 moves played, or a lot of times they still may play knight d7, bishop e3, c6, but this is the problem. So as you can see the difference now, you'll see that with the perk, they usually fanchetto their bishop on g7, whereas with the Black Lion, the bishop is never on g7. The bishop never goes to g7. It's always on bishop e7. And also in a perk, black castles. With the Black Lion, the Black Lion don't castle. I mean, don't get me wrong. The black sometimes in some positions, the Black Lion can castle, but it doesn't castle every single time. It doesn't really do that at all. You know, not every time that it castles. You know, only certain position it does. All right. I hope that helped you out, or if you get the idea what I'm talking about, Yaman. I hope I'm saying your name right, man. Forgive me if I'm saying your name kind of wrong. But yeah. Hey, no problem, bro. For real, no problem. If y'all got any questions, ask away. I'm sorry that I gotta keep doing this because again, I don't have two monitors and everything, but definitely thanks for the subscribes too, guys. I really appreciate it. You know, I normally don't do too much lives like this, but you know, I try to, you know, kind of be educational with it, you know, try to show y'all a little something. Um, yeah, guys, this is my Lichess. So for all y'all that don't think that I know what I'm doing, you know, obviously I'm 25-1. Um, yeah, it says congratulations for breaking the 2,500 rating threshold. You know, and then when you reach, which I never knew this, guys. So when you reach the 2,500 mark, you'll get this message. Congratulations for breaking the 2,500 rating threshold. And then they'll say, to ensure honest players aren't falsely accused of cheating, we request title players to identify themselves. For instance, Opera, whatever that name is, and then Manus Carson. Verify I am with Gmail, I said Gmail, GM, and you could confirm that your title decides to remain anonymous. We will not reveal your identity. To confirm your title, please fill in this form. So this is what they have you do. Filling out the form. If you're a title player, you'll fill it out. You can put any name that you want. You just have to give your real name, but they'll hide your identity if you don't want nobody to know exactly who you are. If you don't have an official title, then you know you'll just hit that button. But like I said, I never knew this at all. You know, again, you know, I just start playing, or I'm saying like I just started playing. No, I played on Lichess for a very, very long time. Again, I trained like very, very hard, like very, very hard, guys. And the crazy part is, guys, as you can see here, this is my profile here. This is my real name, 3-time Greater Philadelphia Chess Champion, second place at the Phoenix Rising chess tournament. And of course, online chess player, and I love fitness and poetry. Yes, I do spoken word poetry, and this is my obviously what y'all looking at my YouTube channel, but also my university, which is also what I have for anybody that wants to know my openings, how to attack. This right here is literally the school for tacticians. The school for tacticians, guys. Learn how to become a vicious attacker in chess. Literally, guys, this is a whole university. Um, right now, it says 229 lessons now, but I'm literally adding more lessons to it because I have a lot more stuff to post on there because I have like end game stuff. I have other openings I want to put on there. I have like literally like a whole bunch of stuff, guys, that is going to help you in all aspect of your game. Um, um, oh, okay. Please, can you see my account in Lichess to give me advice? Yeah, I could definitely do that. Just put your stuff in, and I can do that for you. But yeah, guys. But yeah, if y'all go on here, guys, like for real, like this is the stuff. Yes, it's 29.99 a month, but the stuff that you're getting for 29.99 a month, guys, is not only do you get like all my video courses of all the openings that I played to defeat title players, but you're getting middle game techniques, you're getting attacking techniques, like all my attacking techniques. And then of course, guys, you get tactics fundamentals, you get that, and then also the end game stuff. But also you get a private study forum of my like literally like all my study forum where you can actually put hands on the stuff that I play and the stuff that I teach. And also on top of that, guys, you get one-on-one coaching with me, like literally, guys, one-on-one coaching. All this for $29.99 a month, guys. Literally, you get unlimited. And just again, guys, no lie at all, no BS. You can ask all my students. I give them my personal number. You contact me one-on-one. We can go on Zoom and we go from there and I teach you one-on-one stuff. Like simple as that, guys. It's literally like that's what you get. Like I'm literally teaching you everything, like literally everything, guys. This is the stuff. My sheet web opening for black, everything, guys. I teach you all of it. The vicious black line opening, the dangerous Elshad system, which is a very, very popular opening. Or I guess I kind of made it popular because a lot of people didn't know it, or some people did know, but they didn't really know about it. There is a book out called The Elshad System by Igor Nepsev, in which, guys, a lot of people don't really know about that book. Uh, but like I kind of like kept showing it and whatever, and then of course I made a course on it because, guys, a lot of stuff that I use the Elshad with, you know, yeah, guys, I play a little bit more differently. I feel as though I kind of like almost like perfected in a way. So I made my like own course with it. But everything is kind of like it's based off the book. But again, I'm using a lot of my styles and my technique with it to really help people get a very great idea with it, you know. Um, and then of course my secret web opening for white, and then a tactical white line opening, the tactical Sicilian wing gambit opening that I always play, and then of course, guys, the tactic fundamentals explained, which, guys, you get everything with this from the pins, the force, the decoy, deflection, removing the defender, like all of that, right? But then, guys, you get the actual attacking techniques where I talk about the Alakine block. And then, of course, guys, I'm still not even done with this because I'm still adding more stuff because I didn't want to flood my opponent, or I said flood my opponent, flood my student with so much information. They're kind of still going to get that anyway. But again, a lot of them is going right, not going right through it, but they're still taking their time, doing their due diligence to, go through the lines and everything. Like literally, guys, this is like, you learn this stuff, guys. I'm telling you, man. Like I'm telling you, guys. You'll be like, yeah. I'll put it like this: you'll do way better than the people in your class level. I will tell you that. Um. Oh, well done. As I said before, you are inspiration. I'll be joining your university. real soon. Definitely do, Collins, like definitely appreciate it, man, because I'm telling you guys, like, again, it's not just me selling y'all video courses and stuff, but like literally you're getting my actual, um like I told y'all before, y'all getting my actual uh like study forum, guys, like step by step, my study forum, the stuff that I constantly have to copy and paste. Like after I play a game, I will actually, put it in my list and everything, and I go over it. And y'all can actually go over the exact same thing that I've been doing for years, guys. So you kind of get literally a head start on everything. Like y'all get a head start on everything, like for real, guys. Like no joke, no lies at all. And again, you get unlimited one-on-one coaching with me personally, guys. And like again, if you're in the US, you'll get my personal number. Even if you're not in the US, guys, you can still contact me on Zoom, face to face, just talking one on one, and like, just giving you advice, but also like having you go through the game. And then also, guys, I have a Facebook group in which is private, where I have everybody, who'll play online. If they win or lose, they'll post their games on a group. You don't got to worry about nobody trying to, make fun of how you're playing and things like that, because literally majority of the students are literally probably in the same boat as you. And literally, guys, everybody in the university course, everybody is trying to improve. Everybody is trying to get better. Everybody's encouraging each other, which is why I love my students so much, because like they're motivated, they're ambitious. Everybody has that one goal of improving their chess game. Every day I'm posting puzzles, to help them to really see moves better, to help them to see a lot of the moves, help them to see tactics better and quicker, things like that. So this is stuff that I do every day, guys, and it takes time, but I do it every day. I have a lot of patience with my students. So and I don't just, and guys, literally I don't just like throw teaching material just to throw teaching material. Like I'm really like ambitious. I'm probably more ambitious to see them succeed than they do. You know what I mean? So that's just personally me. That's just the person I am, guys, because I feel as though if you achieve and you become better, then also, guys, that makes me look good. And I don't want to be somebody that just, who's not a good teacher, who don't teach very well. That's not who I want to be, guys. So that's personally for me. But anyway, guys, I do want to show y'all one more. I want to show y'all one more game before I get out of here, which I thought it was pretty interesting. Like it literally was interesting. However, I think this is the one that I actually this guy here, I played at the Habit Return. This was back in 2002. I don't think I remember this game, guys. I was actually black. I played as black. So let's check this out real quick. I don't know if I won or lost. D4, D6. So it looks like I played the perk in this opening. I was a perk player. I played the perk a lot in the tournaments. D4, D6, knight F3, knight F6. So bishop G5, and then I play G6. He goes E3. I go bishop G7. So literally, the crazy part about this, guys, I just realized that the opening that he's playing is more like a London system. That's what I get. I get this as a London system. So, and like I said, I didn't even know what this opening was until I'm looking at it now. But yeah, so E3, bishop G7, bishop B2, and then I castle kingside. Yeah, he castles kingside, and then I go knight B7. He goes C3, and I go rook E8. Wow. I go rook e8. Obviously, I wasn't an opening person. I didn't really know too much openings, but I had some idea, which is why I play e5. D captures e5, D captures e5, and he goes e4. And he goes e4 just to give him some breathing room, like when he moves his dark square bishop back. I go a6, he goes bishop h4. I go g5. So now it almost seems like I'm playing into like a. It almost seems like I'm playing like a King's Indian almost. Because normally in the perk I wouldn't play g5, but I think this was at the time where I was studying the King's Indian as well. So I was trying to mix up the perk and the King's Indian, which is something that I was doing as well. My bad, guys. Bishop g3. Knight to h5, getting rid of this dark square bishop, which is what I'm trying to do. Which is why he goes bishop e5. Wow, he does do that. Knight captures e5. Knight captures e5. I mean, I understand if I take, he'll take this knight, but I saw I had a good advantage with this because of knight f4. Because now this knight is being under attack. And this guy right here was like a high night. I think it was like a 1998 or something. Like he was pretty strong. Because the first time he beat me at the Mastermind chess club, he beat me there. I think that was the only person I lost to, and then I played him again at Haverford, and I think I actually beat him at Haverford. So knight captures e5, knight f4. All right, so he goes back to knight f3, and then he goes bishop g4, rook e1, queen d7. And then queen c2. And then I go rook a d8. And then he goes rook a d1. All right, so then I just go knight captures e2. And the reason why I go knight captures e2 because I saw a tactical shot here. After rook captures e2, I just go bishop captures f3. He can't go knight captures f3 due to queen captures d1. So he can't do that. So I cause him to get double pawns. So after G captures f3, I just went bishop e5. And the reason why I go bishop e5 because I'm aiming to get to the dark square, but also I'm threatening queen h3 as well. Which is why after bishop e5, he goes king g2. And then I go rook e6, which is where I go at. And now I'm threatening rook d6, but also I'm threatening like, maybe rook f6 or maybe rook g6, to be honest with you, because I am threatening that g4 thing over here. So yeah, and look, guys, and I was like, and I'm trying to think. I think I was a 16. I think I was already a 1700 at the time, and I was playing against a strong 1900. But I was like ready for this guy. But yeah, gradually it seems like every year, like my abilities of like playing was like it would just continue to get stronger. But after rook e6, he plays rook e1, but I don't know if he played this rook because I didn't put that on there, but he must have played that rook e1. And then I played rook d6, and then that's when he played knight c4. Ooh. Oh, so he did the other way around. Okay. So yeah, so that's why. So he did the other way around. So he played this rook e1. So after this rook e1, that's when I play rook d6. He plays knight c4, and then I play rook captures d1. He plays knight captures e5. I go rook d2. Yeah, so already I'm winning this game already due to the fact that even if he does take my queen, I could take his queen, but now I'm up a rook. You know what I mean? So and then if he comes back to knight e5, I have rook d2. I'm hitting the f2 pawn and his b pawn. I have a clear advantage in this position. So yeah, so I'm like literally like winning this game. But yeah, after rook d2, yeah, rook d2, queen b3. Because now he's hitting that right now, but it doesn't really do nothing because he just pretty much yeah. So now and I go queen e6 because I'm already thinking about just trading off. Because if I could trade off, you know, I have a big advantage. Because I'm just winning the game. But he goes back to knight c4, which is crazy. And then I just go rook d7. He goes rook e2, preventing me from getting to this square. And then I play f5. I don't think that I wouldn't never play this move though. Not f5 though. I don't know. Then again, I don't know. But it seems a little shaky though. But you know, but f5 is what I played, and he plays queen b4. Queen b4, and then I go g4. Yeah, guy, this is just yo, this is just crazy. So that's the reason why I play f5 just to go g4. Because he can't take due to me taking a rook, but also I'm literally opening up the G file now, which is what my whole plan is. But he goes F captures G4, and then I go F captures E4. Now I'm still hitting the pawn on G4, which is why he goes H3, and then I go what, C6? Yeah, it looks like I go. Yeah, it looks like I go B6. It looks like I wrote C6 and then I put down C6, but it looks like I wrote B6, uh, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, B6, and then he goes knight A3. I go rook E8, defending the pawn on E4. He goes back to knight C4. And then I go queen F7 because now that the knight is in front of the queen, and now I'm threatening queen F3 on check, and then trying to get this rook d1 check. So you see how guys, like, I'm playing this stuff like it's like I'm in total control. Like I'm controlling everything. I'm controlling the d file. I'm controlling like the f file. You know, my pawn is defending on the e pawn. You know, so it's looking good for me. So after that rook e8 move, and he goes knight c4, that queen f7 move was right, and then he plays knight d2. Um, Yeah, guys. After that knight d2 move, yeah, I played the move e3. I want to see if this is what the engine actually says. What did the engine say? Yep, the engine said the exact same thing. So, guys, so when I tell you, my tournament did, like, when I was playing it. Well, I'm saying when I was playing the tournament, like I ain't never played. Well, like I said, the most recent tournament I played in was the one last year before this whole COVID. So that was like the only one, but I didn't. Yeah. So and after that, I haven't played like since, you know. But even before the whole COVID, that was pretty much like I haven't played in a tournament since like 2000. Um, what was it? 2018 or 17? Probably 2018 or 19. Probably 2018. Which I played in that Vegas tournament, which I did very well in. But anyway, guys, but that's literally the move that I played. I played the move E3, which was like it was a dope move, dope move, guys. I love this move, this E3, man. But the whole point of this whole E3 move is after he goes F captures E3, I hit him with the move Rook captures E3, which was nasty. A nasty move. The whole point of this, guy, if he goes rook captures e3, I have rook captures d2. If he goes here, this is on checkmate. Um, yeah, that's checkmate right here. And then if he goes somewhere like Doesn't matter where he really goes at. It really doesn't matter where he goes at. If he comes here, I still get the check, and if he goes H1, this is me. Um, yeah, it's nowhere. It's nowhere for this dude to go at all. Like it's nowhere for him to go. So yeah. So even with that, it's still checkmate. So yeah, so that was the move that I was threatening, guys. With the E3 move. That rook catches E3. He probably was like, "What the heck just happened?" So yeah. So in tournament, guy, I'm telling you, in tournament, this is what I do. I was tactical, man. I find tactic. Give me a tactic, I'm gonna find it, and that's what I was doing. He goes Queen B5, protecting the rook on E2, and then what do I do? Yeah, guys, I hit him with rook captures D. I love this game. This game was pretty nice. This was a pretty nice. This was a nice behind move, man. I'm telling you guys, this was pretty nice. I like this. Yeah, guys. So yeah, that rook captures D2. That was solid. That was solid. And then notice, guys, he can't take this rook because this rook is pinning this rook. So it's nothing that he could really do with that. So that's man, that's some nasty stuff. So yeah, that rook captures D2, and then he goes rook captures D2, and then I go Queen F3 check. He goes King H2, and then I just hit him with Queen G3 check. And then of course after this he resigned because the only legal move he can do is King H1, and then I hit him with Rook. I would hit him with Rook E1 check, and then the only way he could stop it is with Queen on F1, and then Rook captures F1 is checkmate. So yeah, guys, that is that move. I can't believe, yo, man. I gotta go through all my games, guys. Like literally, guys, I'm with y'all right now, and I'm like looking at like all of my old games in my tournaments and stuff. Like, yo, man, that was a fire. That was a fire move, man. But again, guys, I'm still pissed that I can't find the games without the invitationals. Because I'm telling you guys, like yo, man, I was sacking guys. Like I was sacking like crazy, man. Like I felt like tile in that game, and I cannot find that book for nothing, guys. Like it's like lost, man. But luckily, I found some of these games here though that I really like. Like this was a good tactic right here, guys. That E3 move was on point. Yeah, that E3 move was on point. That E3 pawn, and then rook catches E3, queen or no, he even take. He goes queen B5, and then I hit him with another rook captures D2. Yeah, guys, this was just fire. This was a fire move, man. That rook captures D2. Yeah, he got to take, and then this was it. This was a winning move, man, for real. So yeah, guys, I hope y'all actually enjoyed that game, man. I'm telling you, like these were like my tournament days. I missed on the board, guys. I definitely missed on the board. I have a lot of fun with it. I'm really loving it though. But yeah, guys, for all y'all that's coming and watching now, y'all could definitely like I said, guys, when I do lives, guys, y'all can always check it out because I always keep it on, like I keep it recorded. So if y'all want to go back and see a few of my lives, y'all can go that. Y'all know me, guys. I talk about like chess games. Like right now, today, guys, I just was showing y'all a lot of my old tournament games that I played that I really love. Like a lot of the ones that I won first place in, ones where I was beating high rated players. I have some very interesting games that I really like. So I wanted to share that with y'all guys because, again, with this whole pandemic out here, it's hard out here, but can't wait when we can go back where we won't have to wear a mask and everything. We can get back to on the board and start playing some good chess and stuff. So and that's what I'm out for. So, but yeah, guys. So my advice to y'all for all y'all that are trying to play in tournaments, the most biggest advice that I can give to y'all is when you play in a tournament, do not or everybody's gonna always get tournament. but don't let the prize money be your motivation. You know, take the prize money out of the equation. Just go in the tournament as if you're just going in there just to have fun. Like for instance, guys, if you go to an arcade game, right? If you go to an arcade game, right, and you plan go into an arcade game with your friends, and again, there's a whole bunch of people there. Are you nervous for going to go to the arcade game to have fun, or going to a bowling alley to have fun? You know, are you nervous then? No, you're not nervous. Why you're not nervous? Because you're just going there to have fun. You just want to play video games in arcades. You just want to go bowling. You know, you just want to do. You just want to have fun. You know, and a lot of times when y'all having fun, you know, you have a positive attitude, and a lot of games that you're playing in the arcades, you're winning a lot. A lot of y'all probably win a lot when you're happy and you're in a great mood. You're not thinking about anything else but having fun. It's the same thing with in tournament play. If you take the prize money out the equation, you just go in there as in just, hey, I just want to play chess. I just want to have fun. You go with that attitude. I mean, still, obviously, guys, you're going to play hard regardless. You're going to play hard. You're going to be like, you know, trying to be, you know, powerful and all that other stuff. But, you know, if you go in with the attitude as, you know, I just want to go in and just play, you know, and take the prize money out the equation, you know, and take rating points out the equation. Just go in there, just play your best, play hard, and have fun. Then you'll be surprised how your positive attitude and your positive focus will actually help you to increase your play. You know, and it's to the point where you could be playing very good chess in a happy mood where your opponent is so tense and so like stressed that he wound up blundering, and then he can't figure out how he got the tunnel vision or he blundering. You know, so it's always a psychological thing. You know, again, chess is a mind game, so there is always a psychological factor. So that's advice one right there. Advice two, guys, is if you're going to play in a tournament and you get hungry, do not eat heavy. I advise y'all that if you're going to eat, you better eat like maybe some fruits or maybe some vegetables, you know, something of that nature. But do not eat heavy. Do not go to McDonald's and eat a whole bunch of Big Mac and fries and get a whole bunch of milkshakes and all that other stuff, or going to I don't know. I don't know what y'all eat, like cheesesteaks, like something heavy, you know, or a homemade dinner with just like fried chicken and string beans, mac and cheese, collard greens, sweet potatoes, or as y'all may call it, yam, stuffing, you know, turkey, whatever the case is, guys. You know, you don't want to eat heavy before you play your round. It would definitely mess you up. Also, for all y'all coffee drinkers out there, I don't advise you to drink a lot of coffee because, yes, I know there's an article where they say that coffee can help you play chess because it keeps you up, keeps you energized, and all that. But the thing is, guys, you know, drinking too much coffee can mess up your focus a little bit, only because of the fact that you know when you have caffeine, it does go down, right? Kind of like drinking a Red Bull, trying to keep yourself up. But then again, you start like feeling weak. You start feeling tired and stuff, especially when you're using your brain power. Because using your mind a lot in a chess game, you burn more calories, you know, just by thinking than you think. For real. A lot of people don't realize that, but when you play in tournaments with the amount of time that you're thinking and you're really focusing, really trying to figure stuff out, you burn a lot of calories on with that. Which is why a lot of times after a tournament you get real tired and you be going fast asleep and you probably be snoring and stuff because you burn a lot of calories, guys. Your brain is like to me it's physical too, which also brings back to my other next advice. If you don't work out, y'all need to work out. I'm not saying you gotta train as if you're trying to be a bodybuilder or stuff like that. You definitely need to you definitely need to get into working out, guys. You know, eating healthy, working out. It definitely does help out a whole lot. And the reason why I say working out, because again, guys, when you're playing in tournaments, you're thinking a lot. You know, you got a lot of young kids out there who are very strong, and you know they can stay up. They don't get tired at all. They can stay up all day, all night because they're young. Their body used to. Whereas somebody that is like 30, 40 years old or whatever, and they feel a little bit older, you know, we gotta you know, we kind of got to be up. We got to keep ourselves in shape, you know. So that's what you really got to do. But working out, eating right, drinking a lot of water definitely helps out a lot, guys. I can't stress that enough. Physical fitness, drinking a lot of water, eating right, you know, and just taking a prize money out the situation, it does help out a whole lot. Um, yeah, smoking a joint before a tournament. Smoking a joint. I wouldn't advise that either. Now, okay, I'm gonna put it like this, guy. I'm gonna definitely put it like this. So, personally, guys, I personally wouldn't smoke a joint in a tournament. That's just personally me. I wouldn't do it. I know there are a lot of other chess players who do it where they feel as though it helps them out, you know, or it just helps them to relax and things like that. But I'm not. That's not something that I would do. At least where I'm from, you know, it's illegal, so we'll get arrested for that. So I can't really speak on uh the whole, you know, marijuana, you know, things like that. But um I know some chess players do it. It said help them to relax or whatever. But I'm all for of, you know, physical fitness than, you know, smoking a joint, you know. I truly, like, I ultimately believe in just working out, you know, just taking the prize money out the equation, just going out there having a fun, having a positive attitude, and just playing your game. Simple as that. And you'll be surprised with a positive attitude and just not worrying about prize money and just not worrying about rating points, just going and playing your best. That's all you need to do, and have fun with it. You know, just be happy, you know, have a positive attitude, and you'll be surprised how your game will change, guys. Because I'm telling you, you're gonna have people that's gonna, like, they'll probably blunder. Not saying I'm not saying you go to a tournament and you come with the mindset that, oh, they're gonna blunder, because you may have some who are really tense and they don't blunder. They just try to give it their all and stuff. So you will have some strong opponents. You know what I mean? But again, just play your own game and everything, and you know, just remember my advice and things like that. All right. So guys, thank y'all for watching. Definitely thank y'all for watching my live. Um Again, I'm here for y'all, things like that. Till then, I will see y'all next time. All right. So till then, guys, peace.